do that, do that, do that. There we go. We got changed, man. We were out this morning over at the Miller Business Center. Great event. Good stuff. There we go there. I got to learn how to spell. It's a Grear event. Don't want to. Oh, no, we got to spell right up there. That's good. All right. Now you're talking. What a day. I tell you, there's nothing like getting up early in the morning and just making it all happen. Got to keep going. Got to keep the enthusiasm going. Got to keep the energy going. So many things. Miller Business Center. So today's event, and this was January 24th. You check the date. Today's event this morning was the different networking groups down at the center talking about what it is that they do. Great variety of people. Big time commonality, though. Very big commonality. And no, 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 no. It's not that anyone's competing against each other, without a doubt. It's just they all have different focuses. Some group were focused on women. Some folks were focused on the standard networking. Others were focused more on the networking, but very localized. I mean, real local effort that goes along with it. The amount of learning, the mentoring, the Moxie Network. I tell you, Beth Mike's standout woman. Absolutely, just incredible what she's doing over there. Sweeback is another one. So a good chance. I saw a good friend Betsy, brought back some great memories. Betsy Maniotis from Betsy's Baskets. She was there. I had Don Ramad helped out with the Toastmaster side. Sandra Albanese also helped me out with the Toastmaster side of it. What we were doing, we were promoting, the idea of the club as everybody else, but really getting the point out about the fact that although Toastmasters is not networking per se, but the fact of the matter is that when you're in a group and you're sharing those things that you're looking to improve upon, that you're looking to continue to learn from, and that's what Toastmasters is about, learning on the public speaking side, communication skills, whether it be on camera or in person. Had some great conversations about that with people. And once you do that, you build up that trust factor. Hey, I know you were listening yesterday too. It's the same thing, is it not? How do you delegate? Well, how do you delegate? It's easy. You tell somebody else to do something. No, not really. Because how do you get to that point of telling somebody else to do something? No, I don't think that's really it, because then they'll just do it. If you're hanging a paycheck in front of them, they just do it. You don't want that. You want people to embrace it. So how? You got to get a chance to know each other. You got to understand their strengths and their weaknesses. Inside of Toastmasters, it's a matter of the speaking skills. What's the strengths? What are your weaknesses? Some folks are like super organized. That's a good strength. Keeping an audience engaged, if you talk about technical thing, maybe they're not so good at that because they're really good at the other side. That's a strength and weakness. When it comes to delegating out, as we discussed yesterday, it is the fact of understanding what you're either want to have somebody else do, weak at doing, don't prefer not to do, but you got to give that role to somebody who's got those strengths, somebody who's good at doing those things that you like to delegate out. So when you understand and you learn that inside of a Toastmasters program, it certainly does become networking. Not immediately, but down the road, because you're like, that XYZ person is really organized. And if you're looking for somebody who's really organized, know that person, part of the club. You like that person, otherwise you'd never be having that conversation. And then most important, you trust. Trust. Because it's a trust that is built because you're giving each other feedback all along with it, how to improve the public speaking, or how to look better on camera, or how to set up the backdrop, or if you're online, or if it's in person, it's how to use the full stage, which there's still a full stage over here. We move to the right, then we move to the left, we get up close on the stage, we move back on the stage. Vocal variety. We talk fast because it's exciting. We talk slow, all the rest of that kind of stuff. But you're getting feedback. And the way I see it, a good networking group, pure networking group, and there was a couple there that were pure on the networking side of it. Business Referrals Network, Latip was there, BNI, those are pure Networking groups. It seems like some of them were more pure in the networking, and some of them were relationship networking as that went along. I had an interesting conversation with the business referral network, on that one because it's a very local group, and I say that because they really get to know each other. They're really focused in on each other, and some of the tip groups in the BNI, same kind of thing, but it just seems more, I don't know, more cohesive in some respects, as that goes. The structure of the other two, the BNI, the tips, the rules, and everything like that, I think that's fantastic too, depending upon your situation. I was a member of BNI years back, and I was better off in that kind of a group than I would have been in, let's say, the business referral network at that time, because I needed to learn the whole process, the structure. What is a good referral? What's a crappy referral? And how do I know who to refer to? And like, how do we really get to know each other? So they're constantly getting together and hearing everybody's story all the time. It was really good. It was really good. As we continue on, the needs change, time change, all kinds of other things change. So, finding the right group for yourself, super important. Super important. The networking side, man, the women, more mentoring, I should say, the women's mentoring with what Beth Meixner is doing with the Moxie group. It's just phenomenal, phenomenal. Then, and she's been so consistent, and the depth of the organization and the mentors and mentees, all the rest of it, just really, really, absolutely terrific. Really is. So, if you didn't get a chance to go there today, that's a miss. I'm going to tell you right now, that is a miss. You should have been there for that. All right. If what I would suggest that you do is get in touch with the Miller Business Center. That's the one in the Center East Library. That's where they're located. Get in touch with the Miller Business Center and sign up for any of the email lists they have. Go on the website on a regular basis. Attend some of the events that they have over there, because there's a lot. There's a lot you could learn from in that respect, without a doubt doing it. Some of the other groups as well. Bob Harrison was there. Bob from the Small Business Development Center. We started talking a little bit about what was going on at the SBDC, at the Small Business Development Center. But I do a lot of that group stuff with Ronnie Rosen. So that's on the first Thursday in the morning on Zoom. The first Thursday of each month from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. As that one goes, it's on Zoom. It's easy enough to do. And the rest of that, nice group of people, kind of discuss things out a little bit more so. So that side of it's good. And just generally, let's see, the Three Village was there. That's the Three Village Chamber of Commerce. I believe Port Jefferson was there. Port Jefferson was there too. And then a couple of others. Trying to remember everybody that was there, but just great. I gotta tell you, I get so pumped up over this stuff. And today was actually, for me personally, it was actually quite the reminder. It just really was. It was quite a reminder of how fun these events are, and seeing people in person. As much as I love doing this, but seeing people in person was great. Yesterday also, having a guest on. I been talking about that for quite a while, right? But I actually did it, and that was fun. That was just fun. Getting a chance to get to know people, because I didn't know her. I was introduced to her through Donna Drake. Donna had interviewed her, and she had asked if I was be interested. So the answer was yes. Yes, I had a chance to interview her. Now I'm going to go back and listen to Donna's interview. Tim Healy also was another person that interviewed her. Now I'm going to go back and listen to those interviews. I didn't want to go into it with anything other than my own little thought process as that goes. Did the Google thing, of course, to go find out about what her background was for the bio, which was sent to me, and a few other things. But they had a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. Maybe this goes and it fits in with everything else, that's happening. It's like you've got to have fun while you're doing these different things. So it keeps you engaged, it keeps you moving, it keeps everything happening. That's the good part of everything. It really is, because damn, it's hard to do a lot of things. It just is. And Ruga was the other group, by the way. Yeah, I definitely want to throw him into that equation. That's a no like. That is a no like group. Of course, you get the trust in there at some point in time, but that's a no like, because it's all about who you are as a person. Then the networking is another one. Down the side, down the path with that one. I just interrupted myself there, didn't I? Huh? Yeah. Hey, Karen. She'll tell me later, you got to keep a train of thought going on. I was like, yeah, I know, but then, whatever. No, it's not whatever. It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. And I'll share you with that one, as well. But the Wooga Group has another one. Interesting name, and there's a story behind that too. But they are the know and like group. What do you like as a person? Not just do if I like you, but what do you like as a person? What do you do? Not what do you do for a living, but what do you do? You got a family, you don't have a family. You like to travel, you don't like to travel. You like to hike, you like to boat, you like to golf, you like to do those kind of things. What clubs you involved with? What nonprofits you involved with? Why are you involved? Why? Why are you involved with some of these things? So that one is really focused on trying to get everybody to know each and other person as an individual, not as a business person, but as a true individual. It goes back to some of the other groups, not as much more on the referral side, flat out the referral. No, like, trust, refer. This is no, like, trust, get to know you. Go out for a cocktail, or go play a round of golf, or go for a hike or a bike ride or whatever. That kind of thing. Really just, spending time together with people. Wow, what a concept that one is too, right? Spend time together with people. Maybe that was the eye opener for me today too. Is actually seeing people, shaking hands, doing that whole thing. A couple of fist bumps thrown in there, and then as that kind of goes. But fun stuff. Definitely fun stuff. So I wanted to share that with you. What else is going on? I got a phone call just before going on over here. Had to take it. I hope it all comes to be. That's cool. Oh, Suffolk Community College, saw them today. Oh, so many things going on there. You're going to hear much more about it. Definitely don't want to just throw that into the equation, but so many good things. So many good things. And then you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So what is the commonality? Let's talk about this for a couple minutes here. We're going to go probably a little bit quicker today. I got to make the follow-up phone call for that one there. So it's going on. Doug, man, good afternoon to you, my friend. So what's the commonality? Like all these people there was groups, LGBT group was there, and they're networking. They got a whole facility. They're like looking to fully use. It's great. If you need a room, you need office space, it's there. They got their own networking group that's going on. Big stuff. It really, they are without a doubt growing and growing phenomenally. Really great on that side. So you got the LGBT group, you got the business groups, you got the Moxie Network, Small Business Development Center was there, Suffolk Community College. A number of folks from Suffolk Community College were there. They really want to get involved with school to work, not just school to transfer to some of the other institutions around here, and their transfer program, and which is great, but then might focus much more on the, hey, go to school, get a job, or go to school, get a career, or go to school because you have a career and you need to further the learning on that one and get some certification. And tell you, it's phenomenal what they do from the student on out, high school student, college, work, immediate, and that's one aspect of it, but also the training programs that they have there for current workforce, for current employees going back to school, learning, earning another certification in quite a few different things. It's great. I'm really happy to be supporting that in my own little way with what they're doing. I am a graduate. That is true. And I actually did transfer to another school, but whatever, certainly a graduate of there. And if I ever did go back to taking a class on something, which has been a real consideration, that would be it. And that would be the school I would look to go to, assuming there's the right class and all the rest of that stuff. But certainly much, much more than I come to understand that I know I don't know a whole bunch of different things. And then the question is, do I want to know it? Or we can go back to yesterday's guest, do I just want to delegate it out? But no matter what, I want to have an understanding of the whole thing. So what's the commonality? I'm glad I asked that question. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you asked that question. Mike, did you ask that question, or was it Doug to say, hey, you got such a wide variety of groups there, right? Networking groups of one sort or another, different focuses, different structures, different some of it's a different fee structure. It's like, how can they have something in common besides networking? What could be more specific than that? Oh, I can tell you, including the Chambers of Commerce, is that they all want to help you improve. They all want to help their groups improve. They want to help their organizations improve. They all want to help their little community, those people that they serve improve. And that's the word, man. Improve. Each and every day, improve something, some little something, someplace. So, what group should you belong to? The group of moan and groan? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's the group of doers, the group of people that are actually coming up with some sort of an idea to move that ball forward in some respect. And I could tell you, the bigger the project, the slower the ball is going to go. And darn it, it's tough to be enthusiastic about a slow moving project. It's just, in some respects, it's just absolutely dreadful. It's like, oh, come on, man, another day. We're not getting any place. Tough. When they need to enjoy their journey as much as possible. Not every day is going to be good. Not every day is going to be fun. A lot of days is just going to be like, well, at least I made a phone call, or at least I sent a text, or at least I sent an email, or something like that. But then other days, maybe something great happens. Other days, maybe somebody gives you a phone call you weren't expecting. Other days, maybe you get together with that group and you're like, yeah, I really don't want to be here today, but I'm here. And then somebody says something and it's like, some light goes off. So, what's the most important thing there? Is get involved in some group, someplace. That'll be your emotional support. Some group, someplace that'll help to be your business support. Some group, someplace that'll help you for that daily push forward. A little push, any kind of a push. If you're the leader, well, you know what? All the better, isn't it? But then we give, still is hard. Still is hard. And you see an improvement by somebody or something that somebody's accomplished, like, yeah. And they give you that phone call out of the blue. Do you remember when? Well, this is what I'm doing with it now. Wow, that's great stuff. So the Miller Business Center was the conduit today. They were the ones. So this event, it was taking place on a yearly basis. COVID kind of messed things up for a little bit. But this event's a yearly event over there with the Miller Business Center to get these groups down there. Good stuff. Really good. You probably can contact the Miller Business Center and see who was there if you have an interest or who you might want to get together. I'm sure they'd be happy to give suggestions. Without a doubt, go there, physically go there, or digitally go there. Take a look at the website. It's Miller Business Center. It doesn't get much more confusing than that. And see the events that they have taking place over there. Or you could obviously give me a ring or send me a text message, direct mail, whatever you want to do. Direct message, whatever. DM me. We'll use common term, new terms, whatever. It's all good. It's all good to keep that thing moving ahead. So we're at 21 minutes. All right, so let's go into this. So Toastmasters. Let's talk about that. Why was I down there with Toastmasters again? Communication skills, being able to kind of filters throughout the whole thing, and it is just my world created some massive opportunities. direct and indirect, massive learning moments, direct and indirect on the whole thing. It's put me in places, not because somebody told me I could do it, but because I had a little bit more confidence to go out there and do and just do. So it's been an interesting ride when it comes to that. And inside of that organization, well, that's where I want to continue to improve upon different things. Continue to improve upon, this whole thing. In other words, maybe take that monitor that I keep looking at over to the side here, and then the clock is even back this way, and maybe move it around a little bit. This way we could do that. Maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe perhaps even standing up and doing these things. That would be interesting. Getting a wireless mic instead of talking to the microphone that's built into the camera. Oh, that would be an interesting thing to do. Perhaps even changing the set around a little bit. Maybe, like the Johnny Carson thing, walking out from behind a curtain and like, here we are. Or perhaps having a video intro. Oh, what an idea that would be. Or perhaps editing something. Another crazy thought. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. No. I'm much more comfortable just talking. Wait a second. But if all we do is what we're comfortable doing, are we going to grow? No, not really. Not really. So we need to push ourselves outside that comfort zone. And boy, has that statement gotten me into trouble in the past. I wound up doing comedy in front of groups of people I never in a million years would have imagined I've done that. Even doing comedy in the first place, getting on stage someplace, doing that. Never in a million years. Never imagined in a million years I would travel to different business locations, telling people what they needed to know, not what they wanted to know, delivering challenging information, real stuff they had to do, but it was a message nobody else wanted to deliver. Whew, that was something. That was actually a great summer. I got a chance to do some traveling and provide value where nobody else was doing it. I filled a void. And that was kind of cool. But that was all about living out of the comfort zone. So this year in Toastmasters, this calendar year, this Toastmaster year, which actually goes July till, July to the following June 30th, whatever it is, that kind of thing. But I have a goal in that one to really try to improve upon a whole bunch of different things. So I also need that environment where it's supportive, where I can mess up and get positive comments coming back, realistic comments coming back. No, you're doing a good job. Yeah, that's all well and good, and it feels good, but it's not the learning moment that comes from it. So just like all those networking groups, the ones I've been a part of and not been a part of, they all have some mentoring in there, some coaching involved in there. Somebody will help you along that learning path. In that Toastmaster world, that's helping me along my learning path. I only hope to get better at what I do. I only hope that you look to get better at what you do. Enjoy the journey? Yeah, without a doubt. Every day? Wow. If you could smile every day and enjoy every moment of every day, boy, oh boy, do I want to meet you. Not every day's good. Not every day's bad. And not every moment or everything we do is going to come out to be a success. Some of it will come out with less than desirable outcomes. But in that right environment, they all do become learning experiences. They all do become little pluses in there. They all do become positive moments. And you know what else too? Is that trust factor. Because if you're able to show your vulnerabilities in front of a group of people that understand that, now you really got something. Because those people will know, like, and trust you. And they'll refer you if that's what you want to do. They'll give you guidance if that's what you're looking for. They'll make suggestions to you for you if that's what you're looking for. So find that group. Find that know, like, and trust group. And that commonality is the daily improvement, is that always looking to improve. Whatever group you belong to, in this case, it was the business networking groups. They're always looking to do something different, always looking to move things ahead. Some of the stuff I heard today was just like, really? Some of the stuff I spit out was a few, I got a couple of comments too, on the really, hey, is it all going to come to be? I don't know. Will some of it come to be? My guess is so. Will you be along for the ride with me? Pun intended. I do hope so. And I thank you for joining me along this entire ride just as well, because it's definitely been fun. You do things, my friends. Do things. These last 2 days between going to a live event this morning and then having a guest on, let me tell you, I forgot how exciting it is to have a guest on. I was like, I was nervous. Shh, I could tell you because you're that supportive group. You know what? I was actually nervous having a guest on because I was like, okay, well, I got to make sure I hit the right buttons and don't bring up a picture that I shouldn't be bringing up on this thing. I wanted her logo to come up and her photo to come up. I think I forgot to put her photo up, but you saw her anyhow. So what's the difference? But I had the logo in there. We ended with the logo. I think that was kind of cool. We finished just about right on time. That was kind of cool. And then, there were different talking points that I really wanted to get to, from her, my own point of view too, and throwing my opinion in it, but not too much, making sure that she did most of the talking, not me. That was a lot of things in there. But you know what? That was fun to do. That was definitely fun to do. It's inspired me, my friends. Hopefully you find your thing that keeps you moving, that keeps you improving, that keeps you going, that keeps you saying that, you know what? Today might be a challenge, but tomorrow will be a better day. Today may not have been the day I expected, but tomorrow, will be. And I'm going to go after that, and I'm going to go get that. Whether it's positive affirmations, meditation, whatever it is that you do, just keep doing it. Keep moving forward. And as you keep moving forward, you know what's going to happen? You're going to accomplish things. You might actually suggest the things that somebody else does that you don't even know. And then they're going to come back to you and, oh, man, I didn't know that. Boy, oh, boy, did that make me feel good. And then one day, you're going to turn around and you're going to tell somebody else about that story. And they're going to say, wow, really? And then they're going to realize it too. And then that's going to be great because now we'll get more positive stuff, that positive momentum. That's what it's all about. And that is why you need to, I got 30 seconds here. Let's see if we can end right on time. You need to, 1, speak well. 2, speak often. And 3, live inspired. I got 13 seconds. This is why we need closing music. This way we're close enough on the whole thing. All right, we're close enough. Live well. Speak well. Speak well. Speak often. Live inspired, my friends. Keep going on. It's all good. Find these groups or whatever it is that you do. Get involved. Make it happen. Inspire other people. It's all good. It really is. Even those challenging days, it is definitely good. All right, I'm out of here. Go outside. If you're in the Northeast or at least on Long Island, the sun's out, a little breezy. It's good though. Hey, you know what? Open the windows, fresh air, new start. All good. Stay well. We'll see everybody tomorrow.